Hello, this is Ryan Zachos. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 7 most affordable communities in Lakewood Ranch. I am Ryan Zachos. I'm broker-owner of Zachos Realty and Design Group. I live in Lakewood Ranch and want to talk to you about what I deem to be the most affordable, cheapest neighborhoods that exist in Lakewood Ranch today. All these communities right now, you can find homes under $500,000. Some are going to be resale, some are going to be new construction. I will talk about that. And the last two that I'm going to talk about, number 6 and 7, I'm going to combine multiple communities into those to give you an idea of if you're looking in this community, this community also would be a good option as well. So stick around and listen to those 6 and 7 points. So starting with 1, Avalon Woods. Avalon Woods is a Ryan Homes product. It is just getting launched right now. They have a model there, but the home's under construction, but there's not much to see yet, but the homes are very, very affordable. It's a low HOA, no CDD. I think it might be the only community in all of Lakewood Ranch that doesn't have a CDD. So if you're looking for an affordable option, Avalon Woods, 1. Number 2, Aurora. Aurora is a Lennar product. Again, right now it's just dirt. They just started construction. They just started releasing homes. With Aurora, they're doing a bidding on the single family homes, but there is a townhome section of Aurora as well. It's a non-gated community, be a low HOA. There will be a community pool in there. So if you're looking for a really affordable option in Lakewood Ranch, Aurora is a good option. It's actually very, very close, right across the street from Avalon Woods with the Ryan Homes. So very good proximity in Lakewood Ranch, kind of a central location. Number 3, Central Park. Central Park is all resale communities. There's multiple builders that make up Central Park. Probably the most prominent, largest builder in that community is Neil, but I know Bruce Williams, Cardell, and some other builders built in there as well originally. These homes were all built in the early 2010s. From around 2010 all the way up to 2014, 15, they were building in Central Park. Central Park is a community where there's different sections of Central Park. It's a gated community, low HOA, but there are some maintenance-free sections. There are some estate sections. There are sections with a community pool. The main portion of Central Park has a splash pad for kids, a basketball court, tennis court, and a little park area, playground, stuff like that. So it's a wonderful, family-friendly community. Wonderful location just east of Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, just north of State Road 70. So wonderful community, good builder in Neil, and you can find some nice affordable homes for resale in Central Park. Next, Star Farm. Star Farm is a brand new construction community. It's a D.R. Horton product. There are other builders, they're actually custom home builders, Lee Weatherington, Arthur Ruttenberg, that are building in Star Farms. But if from an affordable perspective, you're going to want a D.R. Horton home. What I like about Star Farms is probably the most vast amenity center out of all in this whole entire list. So, what I don't like about Star Farms is they'll be offered townhomes as well as single family homes. But then what I think is an interesting aspect are there going to be multi-million-dollar custom homes in the community as well. So that obviously will hopefully drive up some value there. But wonderful amenity center, gated community. Number 5, Solera. Solera is another D.R. Horton home product. It is not gated community, but there is a resort style pool in the community. Low HOA. They have homes from small single family homes all the way up to larger 2-story homes within the community. It's a smaller community, but there are some new construction and resale opportunities within Solera. So something to consider if you're looking there. That's a little bit further south than Star Farms, a couple miles off a U-line there. So it's in a little bit of a location you would argue than Star Farms, but still pretty northeast in Lakewood Ranch. So the last two, like I talked about, number 6 and 7, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you multiple communities that are very similar in type of communities that they are. And that way, if you're looking, hey, I want this type of community, here's 2 or 3 other communities that would be a really good comparable for you if you're interested. So number 6, Summerfield, Riverwalk, and Greenbrook. So I love Summerfield, I love Riverwalk. Those are kind of like the OGs, and Greenbrook, the OG of Lakewood Ranch. Summerfield was actually the first community ever built in Lakewood Ranch. It was built in the mid-1990s up to the late 90s. And I love it because it's mature landscaping, big oak trees. There's a community park. There's actually a community park in Summerfield. There's actually a community park, an adventure park, that they call it, in Greenbrook as well. So Riverwalk and Greenbrook were built in the early 2000s, and Summerfield, like I said, in the mid to late 90s. So if you're looking for a resale home opportunity that might need some renovations, some updates, but you can find a really good, affordable, and really good value home. The builders in these communities vary as well. I mean, there's everything from Homes by Town to Neil to even Arthur Rutten or Lee Weatherington, these custom home builders that won't touch anything under $2 million at this point. We're building in Summerfield back in the 90s. So really good quality construction homes, wonderful, wonderful location. Love the communities. Number 7, Savannah is a Meritage product. That's, northeast again in the Lakewood Ranch if you're looking at a map. Savannah. Park East is a Taylor Morrison product. Sapphire Point is a Pulte product. And Loran Lakes, which is a Lennar product. So all these different builders are very similar communities in how they look and feel. Obviously, the architectural style might be a little different because the builders have their own flair of how they do it. But regarding the actual community itself, what you're going to get, the size of the lot, the size of the home, the type of home, the community pool, whether it's gated, all these are going to be very comparable in price point, quality construction, and what you're going to get from a community perspective, even regarding HOA and CDD. So if you're going to consider Savannah, I would say, hey, check out Loran Lakes and vice versa within all those communities. So I think this would give you an awesome idea. Obviously, it's not an exact science on from number 1 to 7 on price point. I think I did a good job with kind of depicting that for you, but there's always going to be that anomaly of a home that pops up in Summerfield that might be a really small single family home that's under 400,000 or right around 400,000. Same thing with Central Park. And, there might be something that pops up, in one of these communities that are further down the list. That's cheaper price point. That's more of an anomaly. But from a general perspective, that's a really good list, a really good idea of what you can get into. Like I said, I'm a Lakewood Ranch expert. I was born and raised here. I live in Lakewood Ranch, born and raised in Sarasota. And I would love to be a resource for you in your home shopping and share with you all my experience and expertise. I look forward to talking to you soon. Please don't hesitate to reach out with questions. Thanks.